This is amazing.
It looks good. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
I say more blah, 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 blah.
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing wrong.
It's confusing.
It is. Unintentionally found out that this perfectly sits at the height of... I mean, I meant to do this. That's cool.
Things. So let's say hello.
Hey, these windows are awesome.
So I just got all of our windows except for the French door windows for the entrance for $280.
But you can see the sticker on that one down there. It's brand stinking new.
This trailer's became our little storage unit.
So this is at a little over 8 feet. We realistically only need 8 feet in here. This is gonna be like 8 foot and an inch and a half. Should probably just take off a ½ inch, maybe.
You already have it made there. What's a ½ inch gonna do?
That's true. Just leave it, and then we'll have a little bit more room for the roof. Mm-hmm. So basically, what I'm gonna do is make like another header for here, pop that in, and then just on 16, I'm gonna run that way.
So we're planning on adding up that loft at the actual property, just prepping all of the material here and having everything we need for it.
So we'll do a pony wall on top of this side and then do the roofing. Now we can actually pull permits, so if we ever needed to move this tiny house, we've already looked into this and we can pull permit. It's $30 and you can do it within like 10 minutes to move this at a oversized, over height. But we figured getting it there would be just easier, so that way we don't have to really worry about trees and all that stuff. And hopefully it'll sit at this property, I mean, for its entire life.
Exciting day on the site. Oh, and the battery's dead. Now we can talk. It's a big day on the job site. Boom!
Yay, loft. So this is the bathroom. That's gonna be where you sleep. Bathtub. We decided to put in this gigantic window, which I guess stitch to that. This is very exciting.
It's actually so different from the inside.
Is it?
Yeah. This is amazing.
It looks good.
I'm gonna take, I don't care if it's by the road. I'm sitting in the tub with the window open, listening to the birds in the morning, you know?
We got subflooring. We've actually changed our plans quite a bit from the start, which we knew we were going to. This is how every build goes, and this is why we actually don't make super in-depth plans to begin with, because we know we're going to change them once we actually get in the space. So we actually raised this ceiling. It was supposed to be at 7 feet. Now it's at 8 foot. So that's why it feels so big in here. And in turn, the entire tiny house is raising another foot. Which isn't really an issue because we're going to build it in 2 sections. So we're going to have a pony wall on top of the tiny house, so the tiny house will get transported at the legal height. Then once it gets to location, it'll get raised to the true height.
And now Hey, get shade!
Now I have shade.
And the planes are really loud because we're right by an airport.
Yep. Some people's in here. It's a bit of pain.
Oh, God.
I got it, then.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to help you.
Looks different, huh?
Still have stickers on the windows?
Brand new, Kenton!
Oh my god.
I know!
Allie,
Did you hear that?
Lance, don't
You hear that?
Whoa! Hey! Mathing. This is your guys' first time seeing the walls in from the inside.
Oh, yeah.
So now you really get the feel of the space.
And I added this today.
Boom!
So this will be to cover the snow, I guess, over the awning.
But it's like a real house. And the stairs are going up, so we'll be able to go up onto the loft whenever we need to. Things are moving forward. Visually, doesn't look like a crazy amount because this big stuff is a lot easier to throw together than your first set of stairs.
Yeah, I've never built stairs more than 3. I've only ever built 3 stairs, which is pretty easy
Where was the 3 stairs?
for a patio cover, and I made it out of metal, so very different.
It's funny because most people would be like, metal's intimidating, and for you, it's...
It's just different. I'm using a stair calculator online, so that way I don't have to do math. I just put in the measurements and it spits out all the numbers. But I could choose on like how many steps there are. I'm doing it out of little steps, or we just do blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
I say more blah 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 blah.
So more steps or just these big?
Big.
Okay.
I think it's weird to like pitter patter upstairs
Yeah.
versus walking upstairs.
I agree. Big load coming through. A big board.
Your mom and I crushed it loading them in.
You see my dust collection pile?
Yummy. Okay, let's see what Lance is up to. To preface, Lance is building the majority of this tiny house. I come in when I can help, but I'm kind of taking care of a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, like business things, just trying to get things in order so Lance can focus on what he's really good at, which is building things. So hopefully I have enough video content throughout this to kind of show how he's doing stuff, but you're gonna get clips here and there because I'm not always out here filming because there's a lot of other stuff that needs to happen.
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing wrong. I've laid out 4 different boards. To see, I've done that side, this side, and then there's a board down there. Like this one's got a ton more little steps on it because one of the calculations I put in spit out these numbers, and I was like, okay, well let's try it, and it's still the top stair was like 1 foot where everything else isn't. So this is supposed to be like there, but they're 9 inches here and the top one's 12 inches. And I just don't understand it. I'm thinking like, oh, am I typing in the numbers wrong? But I'm double checking everything and everything is correct. It's just I'm getting the wrong results. Roll the film. All right, so I don't know if I said this or not, but I want to stress this. If you're gonna do any sort of woodwork or anything, it doesn't have to be these pencils, but go get yourself like a black and a red one or different colors, because it's so nice to mark something. And like you can kind of see on here how I have multiple marks, so when I'm figuring it out I'll go in one color, and then when I actually have it situated I go back in the other color, and it makes it so much better. Always in the past I've just had like 2 lines and I'll go like I'll squiggle out 1 line type of deal, and it's confusing. Where when you have one that's just like fully different color, it makes your life so much easier.
The way you said it's confusing. It's confusing.
It is. I found out what I was doing wrong with the stairs the whole time. So here I was starting, so this is called a run and this is called a rise on your staircase. And you can go on Google and just type in a stair calculator, and you put out like, basically you put in like your A dimension, your B dimension, it'll give you your C, your hypotenuse, and it'll split all the rise and runs for you. But what I was doing is I was coming off of this section here. I was putting that at my start of the stair mark, and it was throwing the angles off like crazy. The top stair would be like a foot high when all these are 9 inches tall. And anyways, it was just very frustrating and kind of a nightmare. And then I was ranting to Allie, and I was like, wait a second, this is actually only 9 runs when it needs to be 10. And so I figured out that I needed to throw this down and then add 1 to the top. And so that fixed my whole problems there. And now I'm making the board that, fingers crossed, will actually work for up there. And I'll just replicate this twice, and that's our staircase. Alright. Check it out. I got it. I got it. The solution was this darn diddly thing. So now it's all completely even throughout. This stair up here is sitting at 9 1/8, 9 1/8, 9 1/8, 9 1/8, and I also unintentionally found out that this perfectly sits at the height of, I mean, I meant to do this.
Every time I come back in here, it's just another little treat for me.
Just a little bit. These things are still being a pain in the butt. Now I'm having issues with it like left and right. Shimmy, shimmy.
The fan is doing wonderful things. So Lance just decided it would actually probably be easier to build it on the floor so it can stay square as he's putting it together.
Yeah.
More?
Got it. It's looking good. There we go. Nice. Much better. Maybe there we go. Jesus. That's quality.
Things things happen.
Woodworking. Oh, that's a nice staircase.
And you still can stand up.
Yeah.
That's where you'd have to start hunching, but that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome actually. Plan is to have these go across. This, if you see the spray paint on the floor, it'll kind of come over like here, basically. So that way the first step's kind of more purchase for you to stand on. So the coffee bar will definitely be in a little bit of a nook. That's okay.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe
We
I'll
also have a coffee machine somewhere
Yeah.
on the countertop.
It's not that big of a deal.
People said they missed you guys in the last vlog. So let's say hello. All right, I gotta go outside. You stay and you stay. Don't be naughty. Just stay right here for a minute. Okay, come on in. Look at what Lance has done. Adding some switches in. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Brand new windows. So when you walk up the stairs, you can kind of ding, 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 ding. Will you walk up the stairs and show them?
Oh yeah. So we put these high enough where still railing height is like still good, but low enough. That's why this one's kind of sitting over here so you can still see out of it. So as you walk up, wow! And then there'll be a window here. So it's like, I'm so happy with how this freaking tiny house is turning out. Now I'm running electrical. We just ordered the siding for the building. Super excited about that. Soon here, the weather's turning. Hopefully it'll hold off long enough for us to get the siding on. But we'll wrap the whole building in Tyvek and then wrap the windows and get the windows in with like a seam sealer and all that jazz, all the specialty fancy stuff. But it's pretty exciting stuff going on. Right now I'm running the electrical outlets and then I'm gonna run the wires in. These are just roughed in. I haven't even bought the panel yet or anything like that, but I'm just roughing all the wires in. And then I'll probably rough plumbing in and stuff like that, just so we can keep progressing. Oh, it's nearly my finger, twice in a row.